All right, so we got great news. We've got a full walkthrough on the worst case scenario if you were to update your app um, and it failed. So, like if you ever click an application and it asks you to update, you just click update, and 90% of the time you're just going to click that, you're going to click install, and it's just going to go through literally on 90% of your applications. But the reason why we don't just install one application is because sometimes hiccups happen. So, for example, with the Cinema HD application, the servers get overwhelmed because this is a very popular application. So sometimes what happens is the app developer will release an update. So many people will get that update that it crashes his servers and crashes his website. So there's just nothing you can do. Like literally, um, it wouldn't matter if we were even the developer or were friends with the developer. We would call him up and he would say, "There's nothing I can do. My servers are down. There's just too many people on the system right now. Try Cyberflick." So we'll just echo that sentiment to you right now. If you ever are trying to update this application and you're using it on any device, try something different for the meanwhile. Allow it to, do its thing, work its course, and then maybe it'll be available in, within the next 24 hours. I love Cyberflix. I love BTV. I mean, there's never a situation where you'll run into us ever saying, "Hey, this is the only game in town." It's a top 10 list, a top 15 list, and that's just for movies. I mean, like, you have so many sources, it's ridiculous to choose from. There's no reason for you to ever be buckled down with just one application. But now allow me to transition, specifically speaking for NVIDIA Shield customers. So for NVIDIA Shield customers, this application is not fully, it's not gonna fully update correctly. Um, it's not specifically made for your device, and that's not anybody's problem. It's not our problem. It's not your problem. It's not even the developer's problem. He just chose to make a device that is specifically tailored for Amazon Fire TV users, that works for, it updates um, more successfully for Fire TV devices than for NVIDIA Shield. It's just a preference. So in this situation, if you are clicking on your application and it just doesn't open, there's two scenarios. We already went over one. It could be the servers. The second scenario is that an update is rolled through and you just need to manually update your application. So the way to check on this and see is simple. You can just click on ApkTime, click on open, and when you open this up, it's right at the top. You just click top APKs and scroll down, find Cinema HD. I'd go with the original, but I mean, it's really up to you. Like I said, the original is awesome because normally you get the auto updates. You would go with the ad-free version if you're getting too many ads. And but either one, you can just click on it and allow it to do its thing. For specifically for NVIDIA Shield customers with Oreo, if this is the first time using the ApkTime store, you're going to have to allow unknown sources. So I'm not going to be going over things like install because those are obvious. When it gives you an option like cancel or install, you're going to figure out the correct answer for that. It's just either or. If you wanted to cancel out, have at it, but we're trying to install, so we're obviously going to click install. But click done. Okay, and see how that didn't work? And now if I click on downloaded, it doesn't do anything. So the worst case scenario, where we go from here, and the answer to the, like, one of the other most popular just recent questions we've been getting, just like in the last 3 months, is what do I do with ApkTime? It's just not working. Okay, when you get to this point right here, do not back out of ApkTime. Click your home button. This is the only time you'll really hear us say this, but you don't want to close out of ApkTime. You want to leave it running. So you click the home button. You're going to click on your ES File Explorer right here and click open. All right. we're going to go over here to the local tab, and we're going to click on home right here. See ApkTime on the right hand side. It's got one item in there, and if you click on it, you'll see that is Cinema HD 1.43. Okay, if that's the correct version number and you saw that it downloaded at 100% and you really want this right now, the way that you get this is you've got to do two things. You've got to come over here to the left hand side. So now that we know that we got the right version number, we verified it in ApkTime, we're all good on there. It looks like it's the right size. It said 100% when it downloaded in ApkTime. It just failed to install it. Downloaded correctly, but failed to install. This is, let's go one step further. So we have to click on library, click on app, and we're going to uninstall Cinema HD. It's the only way to do it. It's not giving us any other option. So this is where we are at this current moment. Don't ever just jump to this stage, but when you've gone through all the hurdles that we just have, you long press, hold down Cinema HD, hold down your select button, scroll all the way down, and click uninstall. Okay. Step 2. We are going to click on local, go right back where we were. We're going to click on home. And we're going to click on ApkTime. And we're going to go ahead and install this. So down to the right, click install. Down to the right, click install. Allow it to do its thing. It's okay, open, sign your life away, whatever it is. If you've ever, done an iTunes update on your computer, if you've ever updated any applications on your phone, it's the same drill. It's just terms and conditions, whatever it is. Okay. Otherwise, you're just not going to be able to use it, or you're going to be using it. It's going to be at a, at a cost. You're not going to be able to do something. Click allow, accept, okay. And here we are. So that is how to navigate through one of the worst case scenarios to update an application that is, notorious for not updating correctly on the NVIDIA Shield. On the Amazon Fire TV, you will probably not understand what I'm talking about to the extent that I am right now. But feel free to watch this, once or twice, but this is the same process you're going to do for every application. We have 4 different videos, and we'll get people that will send us emails, another video about manually updating your applications. The reason why is because people will get fixated on one specific application. So they only want to use their Cinema, and they don't realize that everything still applies. It's just an application, just like the 10 other applications that we've made videos about. If it doesn't update correctly, it's 2 things. It's either not available, or second, it needs to be manually updated. Now you know how to deal with both. One of them just involves being open-minded, and the other one just involves a walkthrough, basically process that you need to go through to narrow this down and get a successful installation. But that is that. Now you know how to, worst case scenario, deal with your ApkTime. Worst case scenario, deal with your Cinema HD. But this is for any application that is down the road that you're having issues with updating. Reach out to us if you need any help at all. LMIR now@gmail.com.